Good morning, YouTube. Hey, if you can tell me what movie, what actor, and the year of that phrase and the original saying of it in the comment section, I will personally give you a shout out and say that you know your movies and everything in the next video. As you know, this is Burley Allen Hensley with the Brave Real Fucking News. Yeah, it's more of an opinion thing, but I look at what's going on. I see what's going down in this world, and I tell you how I see it going, and my opinions on it. And I leave the links to the full article so that you can have the information and roll with it for yourself. But a house cleaning first off. If you like what I have to say, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please, by all means, feel free to subscribe. Hit the bell notification, and then make sure you hit the little thing that says all so that you can get notified every time that I put up a video so that you'll be notified about all my videos. I try to post at least once a day, but I try to post several videos a day. Sometimes I do, sometimes I can't. I'm sorry I haven't posted before now. I had a power outage. Normally I start posting around 12-ish, 1-ish, and I had a power outage for a couple of hours here. Okay, let's jump right into it, shall we? The first thing I want to talk about comes from COLLION That's NOIR. And it's titled, Illinois State Senator Proposes Confiscating Guns. In this particular video, which will be linked down below so you'll see the full video, the state senator is talking about registering AR-15s. Someone in the audience asked, quite accurately and quite responsibly, how is limiting what we can buy, what someone can buy and registering a weapon, how is that going to make everything safer? To which the Illinois State Senator immediately replies, well, I guess you've changed my mind. We need to confiscate them all. Now, the senator is a Democrat, but that to the side for the moment, I thought, the Constitution I grew up with in the United States of America, that I was taught, that I've read, that I love, that I've studied in-depthly, I thought it said in the Second Amendment that the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed upon, alright, and then it basically says because it's needed for a well-ordered and well-maintained militia, which back in the day, yeah, they needed militias. However, the job of the militia was not just to help out in times of crisis, but the job of the militia was also to be ready in case this government ever tried to move away from the government that the founding fathers set up, the government of by the people, for the people. That then the people could rise up with the same weaponry or the civilian counterpart as the military and keep the government by the people, for the people. Or if it had went dictatorship, monarchist, totalitarianism, totalitarianistic, authoritarianism, fucking communism, whatever, we could then rise up, take it back the way, and make it the way our founding fathers wanted. But you see that little, just a couple of words there, shall not be infringed upon. That doesn't mean that, well, you know, we can't take them away totally, but we can, no. It means that when it comes to the Second Amendment, the government, state and federal government, in no way can make any law that affects that amendment. Because when you make a law that affects that amendment, you are infringing upon that amendment. And it clearly states in the Constitution that the Second Amendment shall not be infringed upon. Which means that it's to be left the fuck alone and you can't mess with it. Now they've added all these amendments and everything to try to get around it. But the bottom fucking line is, it's not to be fucked with. It doesn't say that a gun has to be 16 inches long. That the barrel of a gun has to be 16 inches long or more. It doesn't say that it has to have a shoulder stock. It doesn't say it has to be semi-auto or full auto. It doesn't say it has to be black powder or cartridge. It doesn't say that if you own a pistol you have to register it. No, it says it shall not be infringed upon. That means if you want to own a fucking pistol, you have the goddamn right to own a pistol without having to go through background checks and shit and the government knowing that you fucking have it. Because when you register your weapon, all you're doing is telling the government, hey, I have this gun, that gun, this gun, that gun, this one, this one, this one, this one, that 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 one. So, when it's time for them to try to force you to turn them in, if you don't turn them in, they can kick in your door and say, we know you didn't you didn't turn them all in because you registered them all, so we know you have 12 gauge shotguns, 6 fucking 222s, 9 AR fucking 15 civilian versions, 42 fucking 30-06s, 27 30-30s, 18 fucking, you see what I mean? My understanding of the Constitution, and especially the Second Amendment, that it ain't to be fucked with. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I don't think I will be. See, I always say that to people. To research it, and if I'm wrong, let me know. I've been saying that since I started this channel way back in 2012, and no one has come up to prove me wrong on the subjects that count. Damn, on every subject there, no one's come up to prove me wrong. Wow. I guess that means I'm not wrong. I don't know. So you can always get to me through comments, and I read my comments, and I answer the comments. As soon as I can, I answer. However, this Democrat fucked up. Boy, man, I had to scratch my back. This Democrat fucked up. When she said, I guess you changed my mind, I had to confiscate them all. She fucked up. She let slip the Democrats' plan ultimately, which is to de-arm every American citizen with a weapon so that they could come over and make us socialist, make us communistic. Because what's stopping them now, you ask? Simple. We as Americans, we have more guns in this country in the hands of citizens than anywhere else. Hell, there are almost as many guns in this country as there are blades of grass. And I mean in the hands of civilians as there are blades of grass, if not more. That's a lot of fucking weapons in the hands of civilians. Law-abiding civilians. By saying that you gotta register them, all that does is take and make law-abiding civilians felons overnight. If they get one from their daddy who willed it to them. And there was a case like that, yes, where a gentleman killed 2 intruders in New York. He shot them with a gun that his daddy had willed him. He didn't register it. It was bought legally by his dad, registered by his dad and everything. But because it wasn't registered under his name, he is now facing felony charges. He is now in risk of losing his freedom, his livelihood, everything. Because he did what any man would do when someone breaks into his home. He defended his family. Now, I live in New York, and I know that law is part of the SAFE Act law, and it's a bunch of bullshit. And personally, I feel Cuomo should be fucking taken out of office, sued into fucking so much poverty that the motherfucker 30, 70, 80, 90 generations from now, they still fucking poorer than poor. The fucking white trash Appalachian people fucking look rich compared to how they are. Not to saying that everyone in that Appalachia is white trash. Because I know a lot of people from Appalachia. Alright, and they're some of the nicest people you'll ever fucking meet. But you do have assholes everywhere. That's the first part of this video that I wanted to share with you. The second part comes to me from a channel that I follow called the Next News Network. The title of that is Panhandler Furious When Man Warns Other Drivers He Refused His $15 an hour job offer. Now the story of this one is this guy saw this guy all the time, panhandling. All that same spot, a whole bunch of panhandling, asking for money. Well, one day the man said, you know what, instead of my wife and kids giving this guy money and me always giving him money, I got some stuff that needs to be done around the house. I'll offer him a job. Pay him $15 an hour. I can afford that. Give him a place to stay so he's off the street. I can do all that. I'm gonna do it. He offered the man a job. The man basically, well not basically, he did say fuck you. Started cursing and everything at him. So the guy went home because it pissed him off, which I understand, and he made a sign telling everybody what he did. How this guy turned down the job and not to give the guy money. And he went the next day and followed this guy around. Everywhere that the panhandler went, the guy that offered him the job went with his sign. Now the panhandler got a few bucks, but I'll guarantee you nowhere's near what he wanted. But you see, this is what the Democrats want. They don't want no one working, everybody getting shit for free, feeling like they're entitled to it. They don't have to work. They're entitled to get money for free. Just for being alive, they're entitled to get this money. Me, personally, the world I grew up in, the times I grew up in the 80s. And I grew up eating government fucking cheese, welfare being fucking dirt fucking poor. Alright, hell, to say we were dirt poor was actually to give us about fucking 30 steps up the fucking poor ladder. Alright, I grew up poor. Straight fucking out poor. And as a result, I know that the damn dollar by a dollar. But you see, the Democrats, they don't, they want everybody to just feel like they're entitled to have everything, so you gotta give me money. Because when you feel that way, you become dependent on the government. If you're dependent on the government, you'll vote to keep that going. Instead of voting someone into office where you might have to fucking work, you'll vote someone into office so you don't have to work. In other words, instead of voting maybe a Republican or an independent who wants to help you and bring jobs back and all that, you'll vote in a socialist or a Democrat who says, well, we'll give you all this shit for free, just vote for us. Now, when you do that, when you just give people money or other things, they don't learn the value of it. Case in point, look at a young child on Christmas or their birthday when they're given gifts that they didn't have to work for, they didn't have to buy themselves. What happens? 9 out of 10 times, before a year is out, it's fucking destroyed, and they want mommy and daddy to go buy them a fucking new one. Right? But the toys that they have to buy themselves with their allowance or the money they worked for, damn, they take care of those. They play with them to real gentle. They don't want to break them. They don't strap fucking firecrackers to army men and light it and watch them blow up and say, oh, he was hit by a mortar, he's dead, playing army. No. Why? Because they know that toy costs them $10. That $10, they do not want to have to replace it. So, they will play with it easily, but they will play with it. They will play with it easy so that it lasts a long time and they can get their money out of it. And by making kids get a summer job, whether it's being a paper boy or mowing lawns or in the winter shoveling snow at a driveways off old people's sidewalks, these are great ways to teach the next generation the value not only of money, but the value and the self-fulfillment and the good feelings you get and the muscles and tan and how you just, you get jacked and everything from doing an honest day's work. You see, I've shoveled snow, cut grass, worked on farms, did construction. I've done a lot of different jobs, did demolition, everything. Military, I've done a lot of different jobs in my life. And every time I did a job, every time I do a job to this day, they still help out and they still do little things that I can do. When it's done, and I know I've done it to the best of my ability, there's a feeling that I can't describe. I just feel fucking great. I guess I can describe it. I feel proud of the work I've done. And when you teach the younger generation that at an early age, they learn that, gee, if I want to have money and I want to get rich, or at least live a comfortable life, then the way I do this is by working hard, maybe go to finish school, maybe go to college, and then go from there. But when we don't teach our children the value of work, what happens? They're bored because they have nothing to do. So what do? They're hanging out on the corners, wanting money. Next thing you know, they're getting easy money by selling drugs. Next thing you know, they've got fucking some broad knocked up before they're out of damn high school. Probably before they're out of junior high, they got at least 3 kids. Before they're out of high school, they had 3 kids, 3 different baby mamas. And there goes any plans they might have had. But the people who do good are the people who work hard, go to college, wait till after college, get married, then have children. That always is a winning combination. And they stay married. It's always a winning combination. Because it allows for stability. And that's the normal family. That's the nuclear family. Whether it's 2 dudes and they adopt, or 2 broads and they adopt, or a man and a woman and they fuck and out comes a kid, whatever. The nuclear family is what's important. Now, how did I get from working to this? Because when the Democrats, and this is LBJ, and I'm ashamed to say it's a text, when LBJ came up with Planned Parenthood, I mean not Planned Parenthood, but Section 8, he said, basically, we're going to keep those N-words in their place. They're getting too uppity. We're going to keep them in their place. And the way he did that was by giving single mothers more money if the father of the child or children was not in the home, which broke up the family, which now you don't have a man to teach a boy how to be a man and work for a living. So now the boy's going around thinking that, hey, I'm entitled, just give me all your money. You got money, give it to me, I want it. I'm entitled to it. Because that's how he's seen. His mom doesn't work. Maybe she works 2 jobs, but they're still on welfare. So he's seen that his mom gets extra money from the government. He's got 15 brothers and sisters, all by different dudes. You see, by not having a man in the household to teach a man what it means to be a man, and by the woman of the household not being able to teach the young girls what it means to truly be an adult woman, of working hard and taking responsibility and everything, you get what we have today. People like AOC. Just saying. Look it up. And it's sad that this has happened. But I will end this video on a note that's real simple that says, at any time we can turn it around, America. And now, more than ever, now is the time for us to do so. Not just through prayer, but through action. Because there's an old Bible verse that states, faith without works is dead. Works without faith is dead. You see, you need both sides of it in order to properly function and work and thrive and move forward. So, I'll end by saying this. May whatever you believe in bless and keep you. Hope you had an awesome day. Hope you have another awesome day today. May whatever you believe in keep you and yours safe and happy. And, well, until next time, this is Bradley Allen Hensley saying, I'll be seeing you.